students. How are you all? I hope you are all safe and healthy. And you have completed the last class portions clearly. Is it? Okay. Today we are going to study a new lesson. In our everyday life, we are doing some different works. We often have to push or pull objects in order to move them. When we push the objects, they move away from us, and when we pull an object, it moves towards us. For example, a child is pulling the cupboard and another child is pushing the cupboard. Push and pull are opposite forces. A push or pull acting on an object is called force. What is force? A push or pull acting on an object is called force. Whenever we bend, drag, carry, lift something, walk, we use a push or pull. A push is a force moving something away from us. For example, a man pushing a cupboard, pushing the shopping cart, push a car, friend on a swing, etc. We can say more example for pushing. A pull is a force moving something towards you. For example, a horse pulling a cart, open a drawer, door to open, flying a kite, etc. Did you understand the difference between push and pull? Push is a force moving something away from us. Pull is a force moving something towards you. Force is the push or pull that causes objects to move, change direction, slow down, speed up, or stop. Sometimes both push or pull can be applied an object. For example, when we try to move a heavy object, some people push it and others pull it. We may also apply the force in our life. It's not always end up in moving things like pulling or pushing. When we apply force to change the direction of a pen, we apply force to stop and move a trolley when shopping in a supermarket. We apply a braking force to slow down a bicycle or a car to avoid hitting someone. Next one is force act in pairs. Forces are pushes or pulls. Forces act in pairs. When things touch, there are two forces acting in opposite directions. For example, when a book rests on a table, the book exerts a force on the table and the table exerts a force on the book. Another one example is the hammer exerts a force on the nail, and the nail also exerts a force on the hammer. Whenever one object exerts a force on a second object, the second exerts an equal force in the opposite direction on the first. Forces are equal in size. Forces act in opposite directions. Each force acts on a different body. When you push on ground using our leg, it is the reaction. At the same time, the ground pushes on your foot. That is the reaction. When the car exerts a force on the wall and the wall exerts a force on the car, we can say more examples of force act in pairs. Forces can be divided into two: contact forces and non-contact forces. Contact force means when two interacting objects are physically touching. Non-contact force means when two interacting objects are not touching. In contact force, when an object from the external world touches a system and thereby exerts a force on it. Examples of contact force are frictional force, tension force, and applied force. In non-contact force, forces that are exerted on an object without contact. Some examples are gravitational force, magnetic force, and electric force. Now we can study about contact forces. A force that is exerted only when two objects are touching. Listen here. Children are touching or pushing the cycle. A boy is touching the pencil. Contact forces can be weak or strong. It may be of pull type or push type. The force that happens only when it is touched or in interaction, the force only lasts for as long as the objects are in contact. Upthrust or buoyant force is a contact force. Friction, surface tension, and air resistance are the contact forces. Now we can learn some types of contact forces: tension force, spring force, friction, and normal force. These are the types of contact forces. First one is tension force. What is the meaning of tension force? The force that acts on a string when an object is hung from a string. The force exerted by a rope, cable, chain, etc. is called the force of tension. Tension is a pulling force. Listen this picture. Pulleys do not affect the tension in any way and serve only to bend the line of action of the force. Listen here. One box is there. One man is pulling the box using the rope. He used a force to move the box. This force is called tension force because the man is pulling the box. So, tension is a strain force that is exerted by a stretched string, rope, or spring. At each end, the tension force acts in the opposite direction to the pulling force. Next one is spring force. When an object is pushed together, then when pressures taken away, it pops back to its normal self. The force exerted by a compressed or stretched spring upon any object that is attached to it. Listen here. From this picture, we know that the spring can both push the ball forward or pull it inward. We used some spring force in our everyday life. For example, cloth pin, safety pin, stapler, compressed ball, etc. Next type of contact force is friction. Friction is a force that opposes motion between two surfaces touching each other. The amount of friction depends on the force pushing the surfaces together. Close contact increases friction. Friction is what enables moving objects to come to rest. When you push on a box, it pushes back. You need to push harder than the force of friction between the box and the floor to move it. If the friction is less on the floor, the box moves faster. If the friction is more than the floor, the box moves slow. Friction between a crate on a smooth wooden floor is less than that on the rough floor. And fourth one is normal force. The normal force is one component of the force that a surface exerts on an object with which it is in contact. Normal force acting on the object by the table. It is a perpendicular to the surfaces in contact. If there is no contact or no touching between surfaces, there is no normal force. The table pushes up on the book with as much force as the downward weight on the book. The book lying on the table compresses atoms in the table and they squeeze upward on the book. The compressed atoms produced the normal force. The normal force is created whenever an object is in contact with a surface. It has equal strength to the force pressing the object into the surface, which is often the object's weight. Normal force acting on the object by the inclined plane. Today we have learned about contact forces. Contact force means forces in which contact or touch between the objects. What are the 4 types of contact force? The 4 types of contact forces are tension force, spring force, friction and normal force. Tension force means the force exerted by a rope, cable, chain, etc. is called the force of tension. For example, drop water from the well using the pulley. Spring force means when an object is pushed together, then when pressures taken away, it pops back to its normal self. It means the force exerted by a compressed or stretched spring upon any object that is attached to it. Can you say one example of spring force? Safety pin or stapler, etc. Okay. What is the meaning of friction? Force that opposes motion between two surfaces touching each other. The amount of friction depends on the force pushing the surfaces together. What is the meaning of normal force? Normal force acting on the object by the table. It is a perpendicular to the surfaces in contact. For example, the book lying on the table. Okay children, in our next class, we will learn about non-contact force and some examples of non-contact forces. Forces do not contact between two bodies. Non-contact force means forces do not contact between two bodies or two objects. We can study details of non-contact force in the next class. Children, you have to do one homework. Write 2 examples of different types of contact forces and refer the book. Okay children? Thank you.